basically straight shots, and then I'm going to do different ones as well where it's a stop shot with my tool, the precision ring, right? So let's do that. Started off really good, right? Not too bad, not too bad. So what am I doing here? I'm just practicing right now, and then later on I'm gonna go into full-on mode of practicing the pull by just doing on a full 9-foot table. By the way, welcome everyone coming in right now. You're very welcome. See, this is what I mean. This is why I need sometimes practice every single day. It doesn't matter. This is the size of a snooker table. Um, and while it seems to be easy for some of you to see, I can tell you that this is not easy to make through that pocket. I mean, into the pocket, yes, but through the ring, not so much. Because if you take a look, I have 3 different sizes. So this one I'm gonna do later, which is about 1 millimeter. All right. So basically, just practice a little bit like, let's do a little like what? A stop shot, right? Not too bad, right? If you guys have any questions about pool or anything like that, please do chat or leave me a comment and I'll answer it as soon as possible. We'll do this for a little bit. By the way, welcome everyone. Do if you don't mind liking the video, I would truly appreciate that. Um, so it will make it easier for me and everyone. But like I said, if you have any questions about pool, we can go into drills, we can go into cut shots, stop shots, forward. Thank you for the like, appreciate it. Um, so right now, just because I started, I wanted to kind of get warmed up. Okay, so how do we warm up? Well, you do this for a little bit, about let's say 10, 20 balls, without touching the, look how, this one is not too bad. So it's about 3 to 5 millimeters on each side, right? That one is not too bad. But if I switch that one with the smallest one, which is 1 millimeter, okay, this is 1 millimeter. Yeah, that's hard. But you know what? I don't know if I'm ready for it right now. I haven't warmed up my. Looks like I am, I guess. So, like I said, this is not too bad. I'm gonna do a little cut shot. I moved it, but thanks for the likes. Appreciate it, you guys. You know, I love it when. And then if you want to practice a little bit, you distance the ball like this, right? Um, and by the way, for those that are doing the likes, I really appreciate. Reason why is just because, you know, brings in people, brings in pool lovers. So this is a follow through, okay, and a follow through the ring. Hi everyone. Um, I don't know. I was in chat by someone else, um, and I saw they have all kinds of stuff like, you know, like on the screen. So I might do that as well at some point. I'm not there yet. You know, I'm not a like a real live streamer, but I definitely am a very extremely good pool player. I can attest that, and I can answer you any questions. Like I said, so I'm practicing right now. Let's do a stop shot. Okay, the ball didn't go forward, didn't go backwards, left or right, which means this was good. How do you practice the drawback? Similar to the stop shot, just a little bit below the, well, about a tip below the center. Okay, and then the cue ball should roll back. Okay, so if we do something like this as well, let's say we do top left, okay, the cue ball will forward, and then the top left um, will, well, it goes that way. So we can do also something like top right or top left on this one, Okay, this is a little bit too hard. Yeah, that's what I thought. See, I did it too much because I was focusing on the ring. Um, Plus, when you do these, so let's say we are practicing a cut shot, right? Look where the cue ball is gonna go. Just watch where the cue ball goes. So this is a normal, okay? All right, cue ball hit, came back here, right? So what if I want the cue ball to come back? Okay, so like something like, let me just line this up a little bit like that. I think it's like that, yep. All right, so you put like a little bit of a bottom right, okay? And then the cue ball went here and came back. Hi, hi Mark, hi Tina, hi everyone. By the way, truly appreciate those, thumbs ups or whatnot. So this is how you practice with my tool that I just built a few months ago, and I got asked a lot, so I'm building it for people. That's why, why not? Um, you'll probably see these things in pool halls and everywhere else. Thanks for this. Hey, Rashi, thank you. Appreciate it for the likes and those hearts. I seen that. So, like I said, this isn't an. This might seem on screen like easy, you know, but it's really not. What can I do with? Let's say, I don't know. Let's say my next ball would be somewhere right there. Okay, so I want originally cut this ball, okay, with the precision. On top of that, I want the cue ball to travel this way. So I just do top right, I mean top left in my case here, okay, and then do that. So, and then I have a shot for the six ball. So we can go through, like I said, if you guys have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. I love it when people ask me. So this is draw a little bit. I missed the whole thing. But yeah, then later on, I'm actually going to go through some of the really, really tough exercises or pool table drills that I usually do. Um, for those that about drills, right? By the way, thank you for the thumbs ups. And so what you do is basically you form an L shape, okay? This is kind of hard, especially with my tool here, because um, number one, you have to be precise. Number two, you have to come back here, here, and then come back for this ball. Okay, so this, I'll do this a little bit later. How do a jump shot? I never get it. I'll teach you here in a second. Let's do that. Okay, so this is a slow bottom right. Okay, now you see I should have done it a little bit more because the ball should travel like this and stop here. Let's do that again. I was just too much focused on making the ball. Okay. Now this one would have been perfect for that ball that was here. Then I can do the draw and whatnot. So let's talk about jump shots. I don't have my cue with me here. I have one actually, but it's not really meant for jumping. But I can show you something. Stay tuned. Um, so the jump shot. First of all, if you're a beginner with the jump shot, take always another, like on your pool table, or even if you're somewhere else and you're practicing jump shots, okay, practice them with another cloth. Why? Because especially if you don't have a jump cue or something like that, don't do it because you're going to ruin the felt. And if you're in a pool hall, you will pay for it, okay? And most likely. So, jump shots. Quickly explained. The bottom part is for your drawback, but the top part here is for your jump shots, okay? So place your this is how you practice. You take your what's it called? You take your stripe ball, okay? Lay it flat like this, and then you need to hit here. Now the thing what I wanted to say is not like this, okay? Obvious this is not going to jump. You have to angle it to the 45 degree. Okay, so 45 degrees right there. Okay, that's going to basically what's going to happen. And then you drill it down. Basically, when you hit here, the tension on the back, it's going to jump the ball over. Okay, so let me grab real quick the jump cue. Let's try this one. I don't think it's gonna work, but hey. Uh, so this is my break cue, okay? But it comes with the jump. I just don't. The tip in itself needs to be hard, okay? This one isn't as hard, okay? So jumping, it doesn't matter. Like as long as you're jumping the ball, that's when you're practicing. That's sufficient enough, okay? So again, take the stripe ball, 45 degree. Let me do it with the other like this. Just a second, like that. Okay. So take your jump cue, 45 degree. Whoops. See what I mean? I didn't even chalk. Oh my God, I forgot to do that. Yeah, definitely chalk. You see that? So you can actually hear that it wasn't even chalked. And without chalk, that grip is not gonna work. Let me do with this one. So you saw where I hit right here. Okay, I need to do it on a cue ball just because I don't want to ruin my ball like that. Okay, so that's how you practice the jump shot. Now this one was too hard. You want to distance. So if you are doing that, basically if you put the ball right here, you need to put even more strength right here. Okay, I don't have a place here because of the camera is right there, but if I would do it here, okay, something like, I don't know, let's say your opponent like this. Okay, okay, let's try it again. Okay, just a second, let me jump shots for me, especially when the camera is right there. um, there. So that's your perfect jump shot, right? Where, again, take one of these cloths if you're practicing, okay? Don't think you're, even if you're one of the best pool players, when you're practicing, you can always, you don't know the felt, Mine, for example, mine right here that you are looking at, not only it's expensive, but it's very, very touchy. So that was the jump shot. What else do we have? Ask me questions. By the way, thank you all for staying in, and please do like and if you don't mind hitting those hearts. I don't know if it helps anything with the YouTube algorithm or not, but I'm here to practice plus answer my questions. What kind of cue, guys? What kind of cue do you guys have? Or do you even have a cue, your own? Rushi, hopefully that actually explained to you how to do a normal jump shot. Um, so, how fast can I do this? Let's say without pre-stroke or anything. Okay, how fast? Okay, this one might be a miss. Nope, it wasn't. Okay, 1 second rule. 1, 2. All right, so that's not too bad. I got them all. So difference also in pool leagues, right? There's like when I played for UPA or Ultimate Pool, I'm pretty sure you guys saw it or anything like that. The rules are you have 30 minutes. Hi and Happy New Year. Hi Paul, welcome back. Happy New Year to you too. And you know what? Be the greatest pool player in 2026. We should play. But what I wanted to say, another thing I wanted to say about leagues in itself. Ultimate Pool, I love it. I love the rules. There's no slops like in other leagues. On top of that, in Ultimate Pool, you have only 30 seconds to shoot. So it's not for slow players where, let's say I'm gonna do, measure and this and that. And then you come down. Well, we're down already 10 seconds, and then you do this, and then doot. You don't want to get to 5 seconds, okay? Unless this is how I beat 725 Fargo. Um, it was on time, literally on the time. So how did I beat that guy? In race to, what was it? Race to, well, there was no race. Basically, whoever has the most. Um, how did I beat him? It was on time, right? So he started with the -2, okay? Because my Fargo rating or UPA is not 725. Uh, that's already a professional or super professional level. Um, Basically, uh, he started, he ran 2 tables, it was zeroed out, we were left with 18 minutes, and then I took sweet time. I beat him, I put some safeties, and then I beat him 1-0, 2-0, and then he came back to, he was left with 1 minute left. He needed to run a table and ran out of time. All right, this used to be a money-making trick. The artists make a magic metal. The ball would have an interior metal about each other, and all you have to do is get it close and push through. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Bon dia, bon dia. I do speak, Natalia, hi. I do speak other languages as well. I speak 7 languages, so you can say to me something in German if you want. Um, Mostly I speak Slavic languages, and I do speak some Spanish and Portuguese. Okay. But I prefer that we speak what? English. um, Motive. I love the pool table. Thanks, appreciate it, Hazy. So this here is a custom. You can actually see it here. Wait, like that. It's a custom pool table, um, with, well, custom because you know what? Custom, when people come over, those pockets are like way too big for me, like way too big. So I do have a pocket resizers, but this is why I actually practice on this one. I don't play necessarily, because on this pool table, um, out of 10 times, I'll probably run a table at least 4 times. So that's why, because of the the pockets are way too big. Okay. So this is why I practice. Let's do a little challenge, okay? Let's do 3 balls like this, okay? I need to line them up. This is hard. Why? Because I have to hit this ball perfectly straight, this one and this one, to go through the ring. Um, Thank you, appreciate it. So thanks all for those. Please do one of those, because seems like it really worked. All right, let's do this. Ha. Okay, this was not lined up, so we made 1 ball through. Okay, can we make 2? Yep. Okay, and this one, I don't know. You can't make it because I have to make it straight. So in one of my last videos, guys, because I get asked this on the channel here. By the way, thank you all for coming in. Appreciate it. So I someone asked me about kicking everyone asks, I don't know why, but everyone is asking about kicking and banking the ball, right? So in my last video, I actually took time to explain exactly how to uh, measure and everything, especially, let's say, um, let's say, I don't know, let's do like this, okay? Something like that, okay? Now, the middle point, so the way cue ball travels is basically it goes pat in and pat out. Okay, I can't do it because the camera is here. So the pat in, okay, so the pat in is basically the middle between. So how you calculate your pat in and pat out, imagine there's a line right here, the middle is right there. You take your cue, okay, and just do this. So I need to hit right into this spot in order to hit that 6 ball, okay? And kick it. Simple, right? So you can practice your own like that too. Now we're gonna go to the smallest one. Okay. By the way, you can get this on my channel if any of you want. I last night I ordered. I mean, I ordered. I built for this guy. He ordered, and he just wanted these little ones. Uh, I need to print that out. The post office is closed today, so I'm gonna start my shipments on Friday. All right, this is extremely hard because it's only 1 millimeter. You can actually see I made the pocket, but going through this, it's like there's no left or right. It has to be perfect. Yeah. All right, so what do you guys have for me? Are there any tricks to do initial break? For instance, a better angle to put. Rushi asked me that question, but I mean, let's do a break. Okay, who wants to see the breaks? Where do I break from? And tell me which game are we playing? Are we playing? Let's do. I don't know, 8 ball. Okay, so I'll set this up real quick, and we'll do some breaks. Okay. Um, or we can do 9 ball. Doesn't matter. Kinetic energy. Hi, Hezi. Thank you. Let's remind everyone the kinetic energy is important also. I don't know. Sure. Yeah. Okay. Let me set this up. Get some of these balls out. So we're gonna break. We are gonna break for the 8 ball. Okay. Why does this look like so many of them? Okay. What do I use for to have a perfect break? Number one of these magic rack, max rack, whatever you want to call it. Okay, that's number one. Um, and number two, just a second, let me set this up. Okay, and number two, um, so we're gonna do this. Let me we're gonna move here. Let's we're gonna move. Set this up real quick. Okay, there. This, and we're gonna move all the way back. I wish I had someone actually do this. um, it there's something called pop break. Okay. All right, let's move this way. Okay, you guys can see. Good. Let's do the breaking. First one, it's called a. I hope this one. By the way, you see, I always use the cloth. Why? Because I don't want burn marks on my table because it's expensive. Like I said, $800 for the cloth is not cheap. So from the middle, okay, this is the middle. I usually move a little bit back like this, okay, like that. I never shoot straight from the middle. I just number one from the middle here. When you're shooting from the middle, number one is the distance, okay. So if you already kind of got used to it, just move it a little bit back, okay. That's number one. Number two, if your league allows, is this. You basically go from the second diamond, okay? You move one ball like this, one ball away, and one ball back. And for those that are watching, you can rewatch this later. So, and you can try this, and then you're shooting towards the 9 ball, okay? So, what will that happen? What will happen? Well, the possibility of making the 8 ball on a break, which is an instant win, we'll do that right now. I mean, usually on my table, I would say out of 4 times, I'll make the 8 on a break, which is golden rule, right? So, one like this, one back, and straight into this 9 ball. Okay, you will notice I will re-rack, and then I will shoot from here. You will notice. Watch the 8 ball go this way. Okay, at least towards that. So let me move you guys here, just so you guys can watch. Watch this. Well, never mind. I didn't hit the 9 ball the right way, but you know what? The break was really not bad. Look, so you see, the balls are spread. I don't like to break from that side. Reason why is just because sometimes the balls do move all the way over there. In this case, I didn't hit straight into the 9 ball. Okay, that's why the 8 ball didn't move as much. So, but I made 2 balls on a break. Everything is separated. I could run the stripes or, well, not the stripes necessarily. In this case, I would actually go with the solids. I would start with the 7, 5, 6 in the middle, and then 4, 3, and 1, and then come back for the 8. See how quite fast I do this. Anyways, let's re-rack and re-break. Just a second. Here, let me take you. Oops. Let me take you guys with me. Um, so let's re-rack. This ball there. Yeah, I only made I only made 2 balls on a break, which is, like I said, not too bad. All right, let's do again. This time, you know what? It's a little bit hard to do it live. Reason why is just because, just a moment, guys. Let me re-rack this. It's a little bit hard to do it live, talking and not focusing. That's why I probably also missed straight on that 9 ball. Okay, just a moment. Uh, Come on, stay. Okay. Now, let's redo it. Okay. We're redoing the break. But this time, I need to focus. All right. Again, for those that just came in, second diamond, 1 ball away, 1 ball back, and then, shoot for, well, this time we have a 13 ball. Okay. Watch for the 8 ball. Just a second. Let me re-chalk this. There you go. Okay. I'll move you guys just so you guys can watch that 8 ball. So, can you guys see? Oh no, you don't see my shot like this. There you go. Oops. All right, let's do this again. You see the 8 ball? Okay, that 8 ball was traveling right into this pocket. Okay, but it got knocked out by I don't know which ball. But you saw it going right into the pocket. So that would be a golden break, right? Anyways, but what I was saying before, reason why I don't like that break from here, unless I am really down and I'm praying for the golden break, is because of this clutter. Okay, look, cue ball where it is. I guess I could start with the stripes because everything is on that side. Anyways, that's it. Um, let's do another one. Um, I will teach you how to do a pop break. Okay, pop break is something I love to do. Um, Pop break is one of the, I don't know, I just love it because what it does for me, it usually if I really do it the way I supposed to, um, this time the 8 ball should not move or should be in the middle, um, but I will definitely have a good spread and maybe make some balls. We can go. Oh, I made a ball, I guess. Oh, no. Where was it? Oh, there it is. I thought I did make a ball. All right. So, pop break. Where are you guys looking at? Oh, right here. Pop break. Okay. Pop break for me, it's usually where I started off. Right in the middle. Okay. Right in the middle. And then I move about 1 ball back and about like 10 centimeters or about half a foot away. Something like that. Okay. When your pop break, you hit the ball straight in, like straight in, and then you hit a little bit above the center. So elevate your cue, kind of like, I can't show you from this side, but kind of like you're breaking, but not really. What happens actually in that travel is that top, right? It hits a little bit, and then the cue ball should travel across. Let me demonstrate um, real quick. What do I mean by what do I mean by uh, jumping over? Let me grab something. I don't know. just some tool here. How about this guy? Okay, so I need to, so my pop break needs to basically jump over that, hit that ball, and then go straight through it. Okay, I'll move you guys a little bit. And like I said, the 8 ball is not going to move a whole lot. By the way, thank you all for those likes and everything. You can actually, okay, I need it a little bit more back here. All right, so again, all right, you might not see it, but it jumped over this guy. All right, that one I don't necessarily. I mean, the break is not too bad, right? Like I could run this table fairly easily. Um, yeah, except that 3 ball. I don't know what I would do with on the solid side, on the stripe side. Probably I would start from here, which is a long shot, right? But anyways, so that was kind of like a semi pop break. It's supposed to really, I mean, I don't know what's going on with me today, but what's supposed to happen actually, we see the 8 didn't move. Like I said before, the 8 does not move when you do a pop break. You hit the first ball, the ball actually jumps over. I don't know if it got knocked over or anything. The jumps and it comes right here, okay? But the break in itself is really good. Anyways, let's go back to uh, my practice. By the way, you can get these from, I don't know, I don't use a regular rack. Why? Is just because I love consistent breaks. That's why. I do love consistent breaking. And I don't know, just got used to it. And even if I'm in a league, so let's take this guy. Um, Even if I'm in a league, uh, you know, they usually, some leagues don't allow it, some places don't have it. I usually bring some with me. BCA, APL do allow. APA, APA, I don't think they allow, right? So, anyways, this is did you guys ask any questions? The break is not all about the power. No, Paul, you're very, very right about that. Sorry if I missed your question here. Um, yeah, the break in itself is not about the power. Okay, you could really do. I should have shown that. It could be also a medium, as long as you're hitting the first ball right dead center. From it depends where. Let's say if you're from here, you know, dead center would be here. From here, it's dead center here. That way, uh, that force actually distributes. So I'm not the best breaker. I'm not SVB because I am not practicing breaks for 8 hours. Hi, everyone. Um, if you don't mind, you know, clicking on that like button, I would truly, truly appreciate that. By the way, do you guys have any plans for the New Year's tonight or New Year's Eve? I hope you do. So let's do this one with the forward. There you go, with a little bit top left forward. So again, by the way, if any of you ordered already my tool or didn't, I'm going to post office on Friday. Yeah, because tomorrow is closed. For those, and I actually, so I actually printed yesterday, I believe 5 of them. So I was really happy about it. Whoa, dude, what is that? Rushi, uh, I'm speechless. Like, I'm really speechless. Thank you. I didn't even, that was the very first gift. Um, I never seen that. Um, I am, I don't know. Rushi, you know what? You can reach out to me. And you know what? I will give you a private, if you want, I'll give you a private lessons if you need, just because I usually don't do those, even though people do ask me all the time. Um, because I don't know, people told me that I'm really good instructor. I'm not certified. I'm not going for certifications just because I don't have time, you know. But people said I explain things in professional way or like beginner way. So I usually just explain. It depends on the person. Like you guys all know about like timeouts, right? Usually people come to me with the timeouts is just because pretty much straightforward. Let's do this, okay? Let's do something like this. Happy New Year, Roshi. Thank you, appreciate. I don't know what to, I'm I don't know what to tell you. I mean, later on, I'll just say, I don't know. So, let's do something like this one, right? Um, a someone that just started playing or whatnot, they have someone to timeout, right? In Let me move this. I hope it doesn't fall down. I wasn't playing. All right, so what we can do here, right, is if we just go straight like this, okay, this is what happens, right? It doesn't, like in most cases when you have a deep cut, especially when the ball is frozen to the rail, you want to apply either a little bit of a top left or pure left, which is looks kind of like that. Okay. Oops. See, and this is the reason I was explaining this to someone else is this part. Okay. Why is it dangerous to do a top left um, when even if I make this ball, doesn't matter. Um, when the ball is right there. Okay. Reason why is just because you really need to do just pure left because of this, okay? That way you don't scratch, okay? See, even like that, look where I did it. I scratched. So, I had this question, asked a lot about like how do you avoid this, right? Well, that's why, like me personally, only when the ball is right there, okay? If it's if it is somewhere right here, I'm okay with that. But if it's somewhere like about half a diamond from the pocket, uh, I would do something like this. Okay, a little bit stronger. No, well, it should be even stronger. Okay, don't be afraid when you're playing pool. Okay, me personally, for years, I didn't know about this. Really, I kind of like struck me, and then I also saw some videos about 2, 3 years ago. Um, I was playing really slow, like literally slow. What I mean by slow, meaning instead of like, let's say, instead of like, I would play like this, all right? So like that. Now, for to have the same position where the cue ball was, right? I would do something like this, okay? Like really hard and then come back. I couldn't, I don't know why I didn't. I was more focused on here. Let me try it again. I didn't do the top left or something. Let me see. Yeah, no, that was too much. I was just too much focused on the ring itself, which is, like I said, it's extremely, extremely hard to make through this, okay? Especially on a smaller one. Um, but yeah, I never had so many people before. Hi, thank you. Rushi, again, I don't know if you're still here. Like I said, that was my very first, what you call it, gift. And especially like that. You know, um, there's the email you can use on my. Just email me. I will personalize whatever you want. I'll send you these, free shipping, free everything. All right. Seriously, I'm not joking. Like, and then if you need some questions or anything, I truly appreciate it. Paula, uh, stun run through, stun run through. So there's, thank you, Paul. This is a good one too, right? I when you're doing, so there's two ways. There's something called, like, let's say it is a stop shot, but there's also like something like a stun. Okay, the difference is in where you're going to hit. Well, I don't know if you guys can see it like this, but the difference is actually in follow through, and follow through means follow through, and like this. Okay, so this would be kind of like a stop, but with like a stun shot. Okay, okay, you see how I did it like this, really close. Okay, you would do that when the balls are pretty close. Okay, because my follow through sometimes can hit the cue ball. So, and then the stop shot with the follow through, okay, you see it's like that. This is an actual stop shot. So by stop is, let me grab another cue ball. Okay, I have a perfect professional one. So stop shots are you, so this is where your middle is right below this. Okay, it's right below here, and the drawback or spin back is right below here. So the whole circle right there. This is really good cue ball for practicing. I personally use it on here. It's just that you have to always set it up right, and you have to have a chalk that stays. what am I what am I saying? Is a chalk that, like this one. I mean, it leaves a little bit, but like, on a finger just a little bit too. But if I take any other chalk, this would be blue or whatever the color. So yeah, this ball is really, really good for practicing. So here's a stop shot with this ball. Kind of stop shot. You saw it, and this is the reason why too. You can see it actually, even if you fail to, you can see the rollback and where you hit it and whatnot. Hi everyone, 400 of you, 51 likes. Guys, you know what? I, to be honest, am shocked. I'm really, really shocked. So, anyways, let's do drawbacks. Okay. Again, I'm just practicing. You know what? I think I'm already good with this one. I'll just go to the small one. Okay. This one is 2 millimeters wide. That way, oops, that doesn't look right. Like that. It just doesn't look right. I think I'm gonna, there you go. I think I'm good. Yeah, it wasn't right. Um, my stroke was fine. I just noticed that, like, with this one, you can't even look, like, even a little bit, it's off, right? Have you still got the hard tip with dry chalk? Yeah. I have a specific chalk for my hard tip on my cue for my break cue upstairs. Um, I usually never come downstairs because it's usually cold, and I don't like to keep my cues like that unless it's warmed up. But good point, Paul. This for me, it's it's a playing, like, it applies nice and everything. Um, However, the breaking cue, mine is more like oily, and it stays really good um, on a breaking cue. Okay, and definitely stays on these. It's just that when you have like a little bit oily, you don't want to play with it because it just leaves marks on a cue ball, and you just after that, like, I don't know, they're sliding. So the one that I have, it's called White Shark. Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. Hi, what about you guys? Um, how often do you play pool? Do you guys play once an hour? I mean, once a day, 1 hour, or once a week? I'm actually on a little break here. That's why I came down to just practice a little bit. And yeah. By the way, I uploaded my last video for this year. Like I was saying, it's about cue ball control. I mean, it's about kicking and kicking and banking a ball. Looks like I'm gonna be today. I'm really warmed up. I don't know about you guys, but I'm really warmed up. Um, I mean, making it through the this one, it's not as easy as you guys think. Hazy, don't be shocked. Be inspired by a friend. It means you are doing good. Thank you. Appreciate it for the kind words. It makes my day, and especially on this day, you know, it. Look, I'm playing really good now. you know, sometimes you just like you have things in your head and you just don't play. I'm gonna do a follow with this one. Can you guys hear me now? Now it's okay? No? I don't know. Can you guys tap or good, bad? You lost sound. Why would you lose this? I did have a call. That might have interrupted it. Are you guys good? No? Sound? One, two, three. Why can't I chat? I wish I could chat. Oh, where's the? All good? Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. So I'll try to make. Yeah, You know what? I had a phone call. I didn't do it right. Let's do it again. I just didn't do it right. I hit it on the side. No, I was a little bit confused about that sound that you were saying. Thank you. Um, Again, the same way. Why? Maybe it's not. I don't know. But hey, we're making doubles. So that's not bad, not bad. Thank you, Paul. Appreciate you always commenting and coming. I truly, truly appreciate it. I should send you these two. By the way, I gotta bounce. I know there's a lot of. I never had 67 likes, uh, and the surprise, and like 400 plus people. Hi, Tiffany. Oi, tudo bem? Tudo bom? Muito obrigado. Um, Anyways, I'm gonna have to bounce here really, really soon. I have not. This is the second time someone actually came from. I'm assuming Brazil. Portuguese. Yeah, it is Portuguese. Yeah, yeah. I do speak Portuguese. Well, I understand Portuguese like 70%. Speak so. Like I said, I speak 7 languages. Well, 5 fluently. 7 is like, Portuguese, for example. Like, I understand you, but you too? Nice. Uh, but yeah. Como você tá, amiga? Or amigo. I don't even know whether you're amigo or amiga. But yeah. Alrighty. Thank you all. Appreciate you. Hope you learned something. I'll be back after next year. That's a joke. I'll be back in a few days. So have a happy holiday, happy new year. I wish you all best in luck. Actually, no. I wish you all best in health, number one. Number two, in love. And number three, in luck. Okay.